What were you doing to make the world a better place in middle school? For one Discovery student, it's all about helping out fellow classmates. And the impact of his work is being felt at the state level. I'm Elena Bowler, and this is Snapshot, a look at the people who make Vancouver Public Schools a great place to be. William Clark, a student at Discovery Middle School, has always cared about others. Just ask his kindergarten teacher.
Anything that he thought was unjust or unfair, he didn't just let it go like most kids would. He wanted to see how we could solve the problem.
Way back then, William spotted a problem in the cafeteria.
I saw this kid that kept on getting bagged, like that didn't get the same meals as everybody else, and everybody knew that because he didn't have enough money.
As a middle schooler, he wanted to find a solution to how schools react when a student can't pay for lunch.
And my dad's like, well, you can go to the Capitol one day and do it. And I was like, yeah, right.
So imagine William's surprise when one day he was in Olympia with his dad and was invited to speak at a caucus about the issue.
I just sat in the corner. I was the only kid there. Nobody's really allowed in there, so that was exciting. So I stood up and I was like, hey, I'm Will. And I started talking to him. My leg was shaking. I was like really nervous.
His pitch was well received by the caucus and by former Secretary of State John Kerry, who was in Olympia that day. Another lawmaker who took note was local Representative Monica Stonier, who had a related bill on the floor that very day.
I didn't even know that they had a bill on this. That was just a big coincidence.
Stonier's bill expanded breakfast options at school to make sure more kids had full stomachs to learn on. That tied right in with William's platform.
That's just a no-brainer. It's a no-brainer type of thing.
So Stonier asked William to speak to lawmakers on the House floor. Sounds intimidating, right?
They're just people. It's not like, what are they going to do to a 13-year-old boy?
William and his dad watched the vote. The bill passed and has since been signed into law.
I didn't cry because I don't like to cry, but I was like on the brink of crying because I was like, wow. That was cool. My dad cried, but...
Then a month later, lawmakers passed a bill that gives schools more guidance when a student can't pay for lunch.
And I was really excited because I contributed to something that I cared a lot about.
His former kindergarten teacher, Carrie Newton at Marshall Elementary, couldn't be more proud of one of her favorite students.
You know what? Because it's William, I was not surprised at all. I mean, I'm impressed, but he's the kind of kid that I knew. I used to say he was my big idea boy, and he was going to make a big difference in the world, and he certainly has.
Not yet a high schooler, William's advocacy days aren't over just yet, even if he's not sure what issue he'll take on next.
I'm going to have to try to find one.
So what's next for William? He wants to be a page at the state capitol. He also cannot wait for high school and college. For Snapshot, I'm Elena Bowler.